Hello everyone and welcome to the Untitled World Cup 2020. I'm N-Tiger and I'm joined by Jai the Drum Decimator.
Yes, let's go. Let's get back into the second day of group stages. I'm super excited. I think we have New Zealand and Sweden up first on the strip.
We do. What I think is going to be quite a decent matchup. And I just want to recap, yesterday's first match we've seen was New Zealand against Greece, the low seed versus the unseeded team, which ended in a tiebreaker, which New Zealand won. So now we have a high seed versus the low seed New Zealand, and I'm just going to put that out there once again. Tiebreaker. Is it going to happen?
I'm actually super excited to see both Sweden and New Zealand play because this group stage has been the first time where both countries have ever won a match in a Taiko World Cup. So, you know, they both got some momentum behind them. They both got some hype going on. So I really want to see what they can do against each other in this match.
They're also both pretty good teams this year compared to the past few years where they sometimes lacked one key player to really get through group stage. They have been improving on that, so I'm very excited for this match. I hope it's going to be not a sweeper. And then of course a tiebreaker.
I'm very interested to see, mod usage that's going on. Sweden looks like a very strong hard rock team, but then, you got players on the New Zealand side like Ayachi and Sparks who are very strong in hidden, so good old classic hidden versus hard rock coming on.
Then of course we have Remod, where the question is, who's going to hit hard rock? And are they going to both have another mod on their side? That's not something we always see, but I could see it happen that both teams are going to hit hard rock and do another mod on their second player. Because I know Sparks did hit hard rock yesterday. I'm not sure if Sweden did.
I feel like Raphalge is definitely a strong enough player. He's definitely capable of doing that. We might see some hidden hard rock battles. It's going to be very interesting.
This match is also exciting for another reason. It's the last match for Group H. And this match is actually the first match which really decides who is going to advance and who isn't. So that's an important match for both teams. I hope their nerves won't influence their performance too much. But we'll have to see. And just to finish that thought, Brazil is the top seeded team in their group and they're confirmed to advance in the first place, having not lost a single map in their group, which is quite an achievement. We don't know their opponent in round of 16 yet though.
Yeah, and for everyone that's interested, we do have another match that's going on right now unstreamed, which is Australia versus UK, which I think might actually be the last match in Group C.
That is true. Technically,
well, it's gonna be very uphill. I think Australia is on the border of being eliminated. They need to somehow beat UK if they want to advance.
They actually have to sweep the UK to advance. And I think that's quite a hard thing to do,
That is
considering
no easy feat.
that, just saying, Poland couldn't even get a single point against UK, even though that match was pretty close. United Kingdom was just way too strong. But I'm still interested to see if Australia can somehow get a point in. While we're still setting up, I would like to recap a few matches from yesterday. So obviously the New Zealand versus Greece match, which happened yesterday as the first match, which immediately ended on a tiebreaker in New Zealand's favor, setting the tone for this group's lower side, which was pretty intense. We had Italy versus Singapore, which ended in an upset, where Singapore won 5 against 2 against Italy. And this upset was only so far followed by Germany beating Canada 5-1. So they're the only 2 high seeds in the top position of the group so far. Hey, we seem to slowly have a match going with Emirates Mod Nightcore. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm sorry for the song. I hope it's not the actual warm-up. For other good matches we have seen yesterday, there was Russian Federation against Malaysia, which ended 5-3 for the Russian Federation. A very close match, surprisingly, but a good match. There we have Raphalge and Nuent on opposite sides, and Brawl and Sparks on opposite sides. We're probably going to see that sorted soon. Looks like... Okay, that's a Swedish warm-up. And New Zealand is just going to warm up on a user page. I'll just quickly type that in because I'm curious to see what user they want to warm up on. Okay, so New Zealand is going to warm up on a loader who is an O's alumni. I think he was a former Beatmap nominator for Taiko. Actually even QAT member. From Australia. Hey, I know this map. It was in the map pool last year in Grand Finals. Designed in a map by Maziaki, and it seems like that's probably Sweden's warm-up. So I'm interested to see how this is going to work out, because this was a Grand Finals no mod map. I don't have to mention that Grand Finals is quite a few stages up from group stage. This is difficult. This is very bursty, this is very stamina intensive. And a good song. And it looks like we're starting. Raphalge with the ghost tapping. No one survived at initial burst. Not surprising, but it's just a very hard map. Nuent holding quite a solid combo right now. The other players are trying their best. That's all that matters. Yeah, these bursts, these long bursts, they are brutal to play. In this section, I know the description says 172 BPM. That's because the intro is at that BPM. It's actually 242 BPM, if I'm not mistaken. So these bursts are very fast. Everything in this map is very fast, but these long bursts really aren't. That's a consistent spot where all these players are struggling on. Also, everyone, don't panic. This does look like score v1, but it's fine. It's not going to impact the actual match. It's good that we figure it out now.
Nuent is just so good.
Yeah. I mean, there's such a big difference between Nuent and the other players.
He's such a gamer.
There's no end to his skill. Yeah, I feel sorry for that. I guess technically these bursts are kind of a limit for him at the moment, but maybe it's just because he's warming up. It's quite early in the morning for Sweden. It's 11 AM. Which is still better than 3 AM. Important to note, Nuent is also the only player who has anything you can call an HP bar currently visible on his screen. It won't make a difference though. So this happened. Valid effort by all these players.
They tried valiantly.
Yeah. It's worth pointing out once more that was a grand final snowmount map. But still a few stages ahead. Sparks trying to get that 69%, but not quite getting there.
In my sketchbook, this is definitely a New Zealand warm-up if I've definitely seen one.
But Utah is a Japanese mapper.
Thanks Sparks. Now I have to pull this map out of the upcoming tournament, because you've gone and played it on stream.
Heck.
Big heck. He knew.
He knew he wants to ruin all our plans. All your plans.
It's okay, I'll put in Quest for the Grapes.
Thanks.
By the way, I hope you enjoyed that.
The hit sounds were glorious.
Yeah, it was
We
perfect.
very much enjoyed.
Now to complete the trilogy.
But that has to wait till next year.
I mean, does it? Poland
it?
just get out of groups? Question mark.
But I'm certainly interested to see how the trilogy ends. Alright everyone, we are safe, now it's Gorby 2.
Raphalge gonna be rocking the hidden hard rock on this, though. That's actually pretty hard given that it's 230.
It shows us the score. But he's trying his best. He isn't doing bad considering how hard this is. It's once again worth noting this is way harder than anything we see in group stage. Spark is holding what I think is actually a hidden full combo bow. Or no, that's it.
Yeah, Spark's not quite at full combo. Definitely not at full combo now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That stream catching it off guard.
Yeah, this map actually does somewhat remind me of Chisana. Just a little bit.
Except way harder.
Round of 16 Chisana question mark.
Maybe.
Not bad, going from 4 fails to 4 passes. Nurend getting that very dank FC with 8-100. Raphalge, all things considered, has a pretty good miscount. I don't know about that 100 count though, that has me a bit worried.
Oh no, and did get VFC.
See, Nurend's just a gamer.
And we are seeing votes and New
Full amount of
Zealand.
polygons in a dog. Apparently there's 53. Can you confirm?
Yes. Polygon. A dog has exactly 53 polygons. Maybe the polygon dog in Cloud even does. Spark is a polydog has failed him, but he's going to... New Zealand is going to ban Twinkle Wonderland. The speedy, short, double time map.
No, they banned Polygon Dog. It really has failed them.
No, they haven't.
Yeah.
Banned Leviathan. That's a technical nomad map.
I do feel like Raphalge would actually have really exceptional accuracy on something like Leviathan, but maybe the second player's a bit shaky. Some of this happens in that are very unorthodox.
Yeah, it's easy to trip up, so they maybe don't want to risk it.
Hang on, Night of Firmament is still open.
Park. Speaking of Park, we have a Park with piano remix. Hard Rock
Yeah.
1.
We have best map in the pool.
Unless if you ask Mew who's wrong.
What does Mew say? I gotta hear this.
Doa Cairo.
Oh, well, I mean, Doa Cairo is pretty good, but it's not the best. It's definitely this one.
I agree.
I mean, he's a biased hidden player.
SMH. So we see
Yeah, there's
absolutely
so
no
much
one
hidden.
playing this. Raphalge, no one still playing for Sweden, and Sparks and Boa still playing for New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't actually know if Because New Zealand's only a 3-man team. I haven't actually seen their third member show up. I suspect that it'll just be Sparks and Bois for the remainder of the match. I don't know too much about Sweden's changes, if we might get players like Seb swapping in at some point in the future.
If he's around, that is.
Oh, what was
Double
that?
misses.
On the exact same point. That's such a weird spot. Okay, well, both the star players finding a very weird choke.
Sparks and Raphalge also being behind on accuracy generally.
And Sparks' accuracy right now not looking too hot. And that makes up pretty much the entire point difference right now between the two teams.
He's trying his best to recover, but there's still a huge difference.
Yeah, you can see Sparks is definitely hitting a lot of the notes really early right now and just struggling to get above 95%.
Ooh, and the stream basically completely wrecking Bois.
Alright, well here we go, getting into the 1/3 section. Have to see if this breaks any of the players, especially the transition back into the stream section. Well, Sparks rushing a little bit, but every player nailing it. Bois is going to find a miss on the stream. And that's going to make it very comfortable for Sweden right now. Unfortunate miss from Nuren. That's going to be all the FCs off the table.
But Raphalge, since the early top, has kept his combo going. Barely missing the 1 million score mark.
Yeah, just very unfortunate weird misses near the start. But still very strong performance. Look at that, 11 100s. It's like the accuracy is uncomparable amongst the rest of the players.
It's nice to look at. We have once again 98, 97, 96, 95% accuracy.
And they're all A ranks.
So Sweden winning on their own point. Will New Zealand go with hidden now?
It's funny that I see Raphalge talking about early mornings, because fun fact, 3 of the players in the lobby right now live in Europe.
3 of them?
Yeah, Sparks is not in New Zealand. He hasn't been for several years. Flags are crazy. Oh, they're gonna go for no more 1.
Oh, that's verflucht.
Oh no, don't you do this.
Oh, my Mew is not here, I can pronounce it correctly again.
Verflucht. Oh no.
Verflucht.
Verflucht.
The consistency stream no more.
Yeah, the one that's actually OD7.
Who does that? Also, news from the other match, Cloud is banned. Boo.
Yeah. That sounds like a UK ban, honestly. I think they just banned to make Enwolf Dread map pooling.
It is actually the Australian ban.
What? Why would they do that? They legit actually probably could have beat the UK on it, honestly, but then UK would have banned it.
UK has promised me to ban something that has been banned before and they did that. They banned Hardrock once.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, just
want
for the
to play
stats.
Hardrock
Just for
because-
the stats.
Exactly. So if any team hears this, you are allowed to ban Verflucht. That's the only unbanned map left.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Japan will just ban No Mod 1. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a history of just doing that in the early stages, because it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter much to them.
But the thing is, sometimes they skip over No Mod 1 and instead ban No Mod 2 because it's longer. And
That is understandable.
I just might see this happening. We have an early accuracy lead for New Zealand simply by still having both double S's.
Fox, what was that? Oh no. Sweden's gonna sit on a little bit of a lead now after that. The accuracy advantage from New Zealand is completely gone and the spikes dropped there. Gonna give a small 20-30k buffer for Sweden right now as we get into this longer stream.
And Raphalge is the one who's going to miss this time, and he's dropping a lot of notes. He has dropped to only 95% accuracy. So that's now a 60,000 point lead for New Zealand. And if nothing similar happens in this last KI, but there are no long Nuren.
Oh, Nuren! Oh, this is looking very good for New Zealand right now.
Sweden has been cursed. Raphalge missing once more.
Sweden has actually been verflucht.
The song speaks for itself. With Bra getting the only full combo. Getting the same 100 count as Raphalge got a miscount on that one unfortunate long stream. You don't like seeing that, but that's what happens on stream maps.
I'm just looking at this, it's like Bois got the most 100 count, but he's the one that gets the FC. And Nuren 10 100s, 9 from Raphalge, 4 from Sparks.
Bless score V2. Bra doesn't even have the highest score in the lobby.
But he has the FC.
Fuck out.
Bois actually, minus Raphalge, has the lowest score. Bois carry, despite Sparks having a higher score.
Are we going to see hard work too? Is my next question.
I mean, knowing Sweden's capabilities, I'm definitely expecting it. Oh, it's 53 polygons in a dog time.
Oh my god! Hopefully that's just the polygon count, not the mil count.
Map pool showcase, people complain about NM4. Actual group stage, most picked map.
Blessed be Cloud. They just want to pet the doggo.
Thank you, Polygon Dog.
If you put Polygon Dog on every map, no map gets banned. Fail-safe logic.
Whoa, Juan's not allowed to pet the dog, he hasn't FC'd yet.
Did he?
That's what you think.
That's a legal operator.
Gohiki talk about how the gimmick never gets banned, but UK has banned it and just has gotten the map banned against them. So he's wrong.
Man's lying.
No drops in the first 20 nodes, very good, very good.
We're getting quite an amount of act drops from Nuren at the start, actually.
Yeah, rushing a little bit.
But now Sparks is losing a bit of accuracy, so he's going to flick back and forth for a little. Oh yeah, Bois is definitely rushing and losing a lot of act in this section. Oh, but now it's dragging. No, Bois can't keep up with the slow scroll.
That's unfortunate, but this is kind of what we have been waiting for. There needs to have a drop happening on this map because 4-way FCs are not acceptable. And Bra missing as we transition to normal 3 once more.
Yeah, if we get 3 FCs, the doggo will be overwhelmed with pets. Oh well, 2 FCs.
Pay no attention to the one player who hasn't missed yet.
No, Raphalge is doing fine. And then the cat karma happens. He's gone! It's over! Nobody gets to pet the doggo.
The doggo remains unpetted, but my Qualif is getting petted.
It's okay, Juan will compensate for the lack of pets.
By cheating,
Unlucky.
once again we see the letter spelling out what has to come. Bah!
Oh, Dark Sheep? Question mark? We gonna see the tiebreaker?
I mean, it's New Zealand playing.
Alright, we'll have to see what we'll have to see what New Zealand goes for now. I feel like they don't have too many options, but they definitely have enough.
Jai, I have to say something shocking. If we count
no.
all the misses on Cloud that just happened, we are at 54 misses. That's just one more miss when there's
one more
polygon.
Oh no, I'm seeing banana in chat now. It's Coast.
Banana is banned.
Banana is banned. I suspect we'll see a Chisana pick. Oh, and speaking of which, New Zealand straight for a Chisana pick. Yes, I reckon that is probably their best pick. I feel like Stream Mud might be a bit dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, Verflucht also consistently went quite well after all for New Zealand. They might figure Chisana could go the same way. Also, updates from United Kingdom vs Australia, with United Kingdom winning their second map, leading 2-0.
RIP Australia, they will not be advancing out of the group stage. No sympathies from me.
But you're an Australian as well. Where's the country pride?
No, I'm British, actually. You've been bamboozled.
Heck. I knew Australia's European. You have a blue background on your flag. Like Europe. I think UK. UK did pick it wrong. It's not forgotten.
Typical hidden one ban. Come on, guys.
Diva match has his one ban, so we might still see it this match. So far, we are seeing 3 double S's. Once again. Similar start to Verflucht.
Now for Raphalge to get 20 misses in one stream.
I tried to think of a stream this map that is actually that long, and I don't think there is any.
No, probably not.
I know the second.
What if he misses the entire slow section?
That would be. Oh! What if no one misses here?
What if Sweden FC the entire map? Unless...
And we increase the BPM, and the only double S left is Spark.
Yeah, Spark's still holding that double S. Raphalge on 100, Bois on 2, and near end on some amount and a miss.
Everyone going for finishers, and I'm interested to see if everyone's going for these long, big cut chains.
I think I've only seen one country so far skip out on some of the finishers.
There have been a few. Some have skipped out all finishers, which is kind of risky. Some have skipped
That
out
is a lot of score loss.
And Raphalge just missed going into the KI, giving New Zealand a big lead, having still a double S and a full combo on their side.
Oh, Sparks!
Still having a combo on their side.
That's essentially a trade with Nuren, and Nuren's still one extra miss, and lower rack. Like, everyone's holding like 99.5 plus, and Nuren's below 98.5. And with double misses too. And Bois is carrying, boys. Bois, the FC no mod carry for New Zealand 2 times in a row.
It does seem like it. Heading to the last KI, which has the most dance patterns.
Yeah, all these players are actually single tapping, so stamina might be getting to them now. When it gets to this finisher section, no, the triple at the end.
As a single tapping player myself, I can attest to stamina being an issue. But I also have no stamina generally, so... Okay, from that.
Maybe I've just been lazy lately. I've lost so much stamina.
You have decimating drums too much. And this is a second point for New Zealand. So far,
Look at this!
teams
This is such a repeat of the last time. It's just like Raphalge and Sparks have single digit 100 count, but they've just missed. And Bois is just like, hello, IFC.
Yeah.
Bois actually carrying despite having lowest scoring country again. What a king.
I think he's not played all finishers because 10-100s shouldn't make 16,000 point difference on a long map like this.
He could have gotten the hundreds on finishes.
Funk.
My personal best, let's go. Oh nice, they picked Lifeline. Alright, well New Zealand bans DT and Sweden says, nah fam, let's pick it.
Lifeline. It is Lifeline. Another... Okay, I'm not going to call this a consistency map because it's too hard for that in this stage.
Yeah, this map is definitely... Oh, this is the only thing that keeps me breathing.
But it's not the last pick yet.
Yeah, nobody's lifeline is, well, on the line yet.
Yeah. Last time.
But it could be decisive. You know, if Sweden does lose their own pick, it could be.
It could be. But it's not going to have this epic moment like it did in the first match, which New Zealand once again was involved in, where it literally was the last pick before tiebreaker.
Yeah, it literally was. If you didn't win, it's over.
We also haven't seen this map in a long while now. And I'm very excited to hear the song and see the map again. And the beginning already taking a lot of lives except the Raphalges, who's still holding the double S, but I'm assuming he's not going to keep that for the entire map. Because of how difficult to act it's going to become.
Ooh, Bois getting tripped up at the finish at the end of that stream there. They're pretty rough if you're not ready for them. And that's going to give Sweden a bit of a nice buffer right here as we get into the end of the first chorus. Yeah, I do think New Zealand is walking the ledge right now.
Ooh, Raphalge finding a miss leading into the KI, shifting the score somewhat.
Oh, he's still missing. But it's not enough, they're gonna need Nuren to drop and Bois to get his accuracy up.
But we're only halfway through the map too, so there's still a lot that can happen.
It's about 28k point difference right now. Oh, there it is! There goes Nuren! Okay, New Zealand has a chance. Wow, wow, their accuracies are actually pretty close now, minus the 1 and a bit % between Nuren and Bois. And Sparks is actually holding the highest score in the lobby right now. Which is Bois needs to catch up on Ack. He's a good 30k behind Nuren, and that's pretty much the point difference. But because they're both New Zealand players have a combo, Nuren hasn't hit the cap yet. It's gonna get a bit closer as we get into the last chorus.
If we see any miss on any side, that's going to be it for them.
Dude,
Or
actually one
if
miss.
nothing happens. That's also an option.
I think it's too late. He needs to miss. It's not gonna happen.
And it would be a win for Sweden by only 10,000 points, which on this map is not a lot.
Yeah, that was incredibly close. You can see that Sparks in the end actually edged out Raphalge in the score, and Bois' accuracy was starting to build up, but Nuren just built Ack faster in the last chorus.
Yeah.
Still a very close match, well played from all players.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at Sparks and Nuren, only 2 misses.
Is this where we are running out of comfort picks? Where neither team is really sure if they can win the pick they're picking. Because that was anything but a comfortable win.
Yeah, I suspect that New Zealand is probably gonna start entering the free mod pool. Oh, or they could just go for Doa Cairo. I mean, Sparks is a very strong hidden player, and I hope Bois can keep up. Also, Raphalge sort of half pointed this out, but even though the diff says no SV, that's technically incorrect. The map still has SV.
Yeah, but not as much.
I think it's just set to like 0.95 for the whole map, and that's it.
Yeah, something like that. It's definitely not at 262 BPM SV, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's definitely fine. Some of the 1-4 triplets are like, they're a little dense to read, but it's fine. They're not that common. But yeah, I definitely do think that New Zealand is probably out of comfort picks right now. Oh wow, Sparks is actually alternating this. Totally did not expect this. I was fully expecting single taps. But then Nuren is just single tapping like a champ.
There's a big difference between the accuracies on Sweden and New Zealand side right now.
All players still holding FC as of now. We'll have to see when some of the 1/3 kicks in, but I definitely see Bois struggling a little bit with the accuracy on this map. Yeah, definitely getting caught out by that 1/3 with the finish at the end. Oh, that's a long slew of misses from Bois. And now Sparks is gone too.
Only Raphalge remains.
Nope,
Never mind.
Raphalge no longer remains.
Once again, it's our time.
Yes, it is our time. No, Bois scores like 100k below both the players on Sweden. It's all the score differences and then some. And every player nails the hard 1/3.
This is fine.
Yeah, it's because everybody missed beforehand, so they had 0 nerves for the hardest part of the map.
That's a break point. And Sweden only needs to win their pick now to take this match home and survive group stage. Sweden going for the anti-mod rework. Beware. And in fact, the match between United Kingdom and Australia just ended 5-0 on Beware. I'm not going to say the test to mean anything, but it would be in fact that both matches end on Beware if it does end now. But that would mean no tiebreaker, and we want tiebreaker. And we enter the map, we didn't even get to make mod predictions, and it looks like we are having a lot of no mod. Raphalge going with Hidden Hard Rock, and Sparks going with Hidden.
Hidden hard rock on this is incredibly ballsy. So very daring. This map is already hard enough with hard rock, and you just want to slap Hidden on top of it. Alright, Raphalge.
He must have some confidence.
And then Nurend and Bois in the back for consistency no mods.
I bet you which Bra is currently winning with the slightest of margins.
That mod advantage is really helping out Sweden very nicely. Raphalge just got stellar accuracy.
All New Zealand really can do right now is to play consistent and hope that Raphalge is the one who's going to find a miss, because Nuen's misses are not going to be as impactful on Sweden's score as Raphalge's misses would be. But he's nailing. Oh,
Well, there's the first one, but they're gonna need another miss because Raphalge's accuracy is so incredibly insane. He's still 25k ahead of Sparks, even with the miss. Meanwhile, Nurend and Bois are actually quite even. There's Raphalge getting the miss. It's not going to be too impactful since he didn't get the score cap. It's still going to help. Still going to bring the scores a little bit closer.
this is the deciding PI. Who's going to be?
They need New Zealand really needs Sweden to miss right here. Raphalge's act is way too good.
There was just no stopping Sweden here.
Yeah, look at that total score from Sweden. Like, to beat that, New Zealand would have had to like near SS. They were close though.
Yeah. Without getting more score than a single mod SS would have given them. So that's tough to beat.
Yeah, even if Sparks got an SS, Blah would have had to get 993k. I mean, they were definitely close. New Zealand definitely showed up in this match. It just wasn't enough. Sweden too strong.
This does mean that Group H has finished their matches, with Brazil advancing as the winner and Sweden advancing second place. But this has been a really good group. This has been a great match. It's sad to see New Zealand go, but they showed up this year. They've improved so much over last year. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, well, like I mentioned, like Sweden and New Zealand, both countries that actually won their first Taiko World Cup match ever this year in this group stage. So I'm super excited for both of them. And more so for Sweden, who's going to go through.
Yeah, this is the first time Sweden is in round of 16. I'm excited for them. Group C also is finished now, with United Kingdom ending the group undefeated in first spot, Poland following them, Australia and Colombia sadly not advancing,